Hey, Bonnie.
Hey Bonnie, how's it going?
Fine, how are you?
Good, good. How are things with you?
Busy,
Good.
busy.
It seems to be
Yeah,
a
lots
theme.
going on. I know. Okay. So,
So,
Anyway, I would if I can jump in. I wanted to ask about automations. So we last time we were talking about social media,
yep.
and th those went out. Those are good. And I was thinking about it's kind of going back to like when we first started. The email automations, though. Um, this is where, and this is also kind of in conjunction with Alex, setting up those emails and getting them ready as you go through the various steps of setting up the workflows,
Okay.
right? So if I'm jumping into, there were there were there were preset ones, and then you can create your own, right?
Right.
And this is so the what I just wanted to go over with you again is it's finding them. It's when I start doing um, the automation. Um, hold on, I'm gonna. I know it's easier to share my screen, but um, it's setting them up, labeling them, and then dropping them in. Um, and specifically, it's the tracking part of it. It's I can include a link, but ultimately I want them to click a button, right?
Yep.
And in doing that, making sure, so in a scenario where, um, I don't know, let's do, okay, so remember the ones that were for if I'm sending it out to attorneys and it's continuing education, right? It's somebody else's program.
Okay.
And I want to include um, some sort of link back to me. The difference would be putting the link in for them to sign up for their program. I don't know if this is a great example, versus um, a link in the content portion where it's if you have other questions and you'd like to set up time on my calendar, click here, right? I can only track one of those.
Right. So essentially what you're talking about would be trackable links, which you can do by setting up trigger links in marketing. So you go into trigger links and
Yeah,
there's a
these
few in
exactly.
here. Yeah, so you can analyze, you can put in any trigger link in here and have it tracked, like even if it's an external link. Let's see, might be. Um, I don't know if it would work if you don't have any clicks on these or if they haven't been set up. Let's do.
But it's so the trigger. So when you go in, it's setting up the trigger link. It's not, you have to set, this is an additional thing that has to be set up, the trigger link.
Yes,
This isn't set up when you make the mailer or the social media. This is you go into trigger links and you create a new one.
right. And it's specifically inside of SMS, like text and emails that you can use to track how many clicks are on it. Um, because it has to be within a message that's set natively within LeadBuddy. So if you
Okay.
put it on LinkedIn, it wouldn't be able to track the number of clicks or stuff from there because the origin of the click has to be something that was generated by LeadBuddy. So you can see if I send out 500 text messages, which 10 people clicked on it, like so it'll give you the number of clicks as well as which 5 people or which 5% of people actually clicked on it.
Okay, so the first step then would be if I have the link, or say it's for profit acceleration, right? I want to send them something. I would say, here's a free offer. If you'd like, um, run through a simulation. Here's the link. I set up that trigger link, and then when I create the email or the social media campaign, I click the button, and then I put the trigger link there, right? It's not like the URL going back to my website or something.
Uh,
If it's, I want you to go to my website and try this out. Where the button is, I click on the button as I'm creating the automation, and instead of putting the URL for the website, I put in the trigger link.
so that wouldn't really work there because I mean you already have your website built in here anyway, so you wouldn't need to use trigger links within the website itself. The
Oh,
main purpose of the trigger links is to, like, if I'm doing email outreach or SMS outreach, I want to know, even if they don't necessarily book a call with you, I want to have some level of analytics to be able to see if I'm sending out links in my emails, even if they don't take any action from it, if they even click on the link, like how many people are even taking it that step. Does that make
perfect.
sense?
Yeah.
So you
So
can
that's
track
kind of, yeah, go ahead.
you can track the number of emails that were delivered, how many people opened it, how many people clicked on it, and then how many people actually booked or bought something from you. So
So,
it's just giving another layer into that conversion, into that funnel, to see how well your marketing is working.
so that kind of gets me to where I want to get to is, so I send this out. I don't know ultimately they click on it, but I don't know if they book it. But if they click on it, I want to set up in my workflow that 2 days after they click on it, I want to send them another message.
Yep.
And I
So
want that
perfect.
message to be, so here was the example. It was, I want to send out for my BNI group an invitation, right?
Yep.
So the link on that is to our, whatchamacallit, register for our
Event
event.
page. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know ultimately, and I'm not going to be able to track if they actually register, but I want to then make sure that they know, how to do a 30-second intro, or I want to share some sort of other advice with them. Uh, if they take action and do something, that's my trigger. And
Yep.
that's clicking on the thing on the to register, even if they never register. They go in like, I don't know what day I'm going to pick, and they leave the site.
Yep. So I'll show you a quick way to do this. So add link. I'm going to do discovery call. And you can do the same thing. You can set this up for your event registration, right? So I've set up the trigger link for
Discovery call.
the discovery call. And so now I'm going to go into automation and I'm going to create a new workflow. Let's see if they have one from template. Probably. Okay, that's easy enough to do. I'm going to create one from scratch. I'm going to make the trigger a trigger link clicked. I'm going to pick the trigger link. I'm going to do discovery call. So now anytime someone clicks on this, whether it's in an email or an SMS, that will trigger this workflow. And you can either
Anywhere. I
send,
don't have to worry about send. So now, if this is set up and this is in the system,
yep,
anyone,
anytime that link is clicked, as long as you have the trigger link in that email and SMS properly done, it would track it. So you can say, hey,
you said also to use the discovery call from the website, or you just use the discovery call calendar?
I use this URL.
Oh, so anytime, whether it's in the past now or in the future, that I've
Moving
used.
forward, not it won't be able to do it retroactively.
What about something I've sent out that maybe they now click on it?
That,
It's out two
yes.
weeks ago.
Yeah, if you send it out and they click on it now moving forward, yes, it would be able to track that.
Oh, perfect.
And let's see, conditional. Yeah. So one thing you could do here is you could create an if then statement, like whether or not they actually booked on your calendar or not. Because if they did book, you don't want to send them this message following up with them saying, hey, I noticed you clicked on my link but didn't schedule time.
Yes, I was thinking about from the standpoint of like BNI. I don't know if they're going to book. I can't track that part of it, and I'd have to wait for somebody to confirm with me.
Right.
Here I can confirm that if they booked.
Right.
Now,
So
is there anything about, so you can now filter the, like when it comes to opportunities, you filter different opportunities. Does that get into any of this? Does that change?
no, not here.
Okay, good. 'Cause that still throws me a little.
So if they are tagged as discovery, then you don't need to do anything here. If they're not, then you can send them an SMS. Uh, Spacebar not discovery call link, but weren't able to schedule a time. Just wanted to follow up.
And with
And
the automation, I can then do, if they do click on it, I could send them something like, you know, prepare for our meeting, yada, yada, whatever that is. I can use this same one, right? I've gotten to the point where I think I have too many of them and I'm trying to go through to figure out which ones to utilize, but I mean, I could
um,
overlap different goals within the same automation.
I would say that would be a separate workflow. I can give you a template for that. I'll drop it
It's
into your account.
Okay. But you think it's better to keep them separate?
Yep. So let's wait 2 days. So cool. So you can play around with this one. It's just
Okay, so they get that SMS text. I didn't see the end of it. Is there something in there for them? Oh, here's the link again. Perfect. So that would basically create a loop.
yep. Yeah.
If
So
they
you can
click
go
it
in here
on
and modify that
again,
copy if you want to play around with
yeah,
it.
that's fine. But so if they clicked on that again, 2 days later, if they don't do anything, they'll get the same text.
I could do that. Move.
No, I was wondering if that,
Contact.
oh, because you would have, no, I'm saying if you didn't do anything,
If I
right?
didn't do anything now, it's just they're gonna get that text and then nothing else happens. Well, actually, oh, here.
No, if they click on the discovery call, it would perpetually loop them.
So yeah, well, they would have to, I'd have to make it, I'd have to, instead of just putting the raw link here, I would have to input the actual trigger link. So let's do
That's
this.
kind of what I was saying. That's
Yeah.
where I think I'm messing up. So when I mentioned trigger links before.
So now if I choose discovery call, this version of the link will be the trackable. So it has to be this exact
That's what I was saying.
bracket.
So it has to be the trigger link. It's not the URL or it's not
Right. It's this
the
exact
website.
in brackets. Yep. So yeah, so yeah, go ahead and play around with that copy
And
there.
then
We'll go
test
from there.
window, just if I go into that, okay, I'll play around with that.
Cool.
Awesome.
All
Thank you.
right. Yeah, of course. Let me Bonnie, are you
Oh,
still here?
where's that under, by the way?
Yep.
Automation, and then I'll send you the URL.
That's okay. I'm there. But automations. Oh, I gotta do the recent discovery call trigger link.
Yep,
Got it.
exactly.
This
Bonnie, did you have any questions or anything you wanted to go over?
Well, I actually created a website in um, LeadBuddy. I was
Okay.
very proud of myself. Did you see my panic
Okay.
question email
I
yesterday?
did, yes. And then your
And I said, never
self-resolution.
mind.
Yep.
But I figured out the DNS and everything. So
Okay, awesome.
I was pretty psyched with that. So this is not my Brooks Coaching website, but I created a personal website to have kind of a one-stop shop for all my links and everything.
Okay.
Easier for networking, just here's, go to bonniedudley.us. And
Okay.
so I'm going to be expanding it a little bit, but it wasn't bad for 4 hours
Yeah. And
work.
yeah.
So I don't
Uh,
know if you looked at it, but the yeah. So this will be a place that, because it's built within LeadBuddy,
mhm.
then it'll be easier for to connect the landing pages and funnels and things like that,
Right. So I just made a
rather than
quick change
WordPress.
here,
Because, uh-oh,
just to clean up the URL a little bit, because if you look here,
whoops,
it
I
adds a
can't see
random.
that.
Oh,
It is home
Hold on.
5651.
yeah. So because you had the
Yeah, I couldn't,
same,
that what I couldn't figure it out.
right? So there's for each website and
Hmm.
each page, there's the step level and then the page level. So what you have to do is make this one, you can make it /home, and then at the page level, you have to do something slightly different, like home page instead.
Okay.
So that way, uh, the URL, like the URL endings aren't the same. Because if it is
Hmm.
the same, then it'll say, oh, we need to create a different version of it, and it just assigns a random series of 4 numbers at the end of it. But
Okay.
if you go to bonniedudley.us, then it'll go to this page perfectly fine.
Right. Because I figured that one out because I had to, yeah. So, um, so yeah,
Cool. All right. Well, yeah,
that was
nicely
all.
done. And I mean,
Thanks. I was
it's
pretty darn proud of it.
yeah, it's one of those things that'll, it's going to be an iterative process. You're going to constantly make changes to it.
Oh yeah.
It's never really ever fully
Like I said,
done,
this
but
is this is 4 hours worth of work yesterday. So,
nice.
um,
Okay.
but yeah, and it suits, it fills the need for what I needed it for.
Right.
So, but you cleaned up the settings.
Yep.
Good. But I was pretty darn proud of myself that I figured out the domain, the DNS. I pointed the DNS server to the right place. Yeah. So
Nice. Okay.
cool.
Any other questions or anything else I can help with real quick on that?
That was my biggest one because for some reason Google wasn't coming up, straight Google, but I could get it through Chrome. Now I don't know, I didn't try that this morning, but I couldn't figure out that last night. But I figured I was just gonna leave it today because maybe it took some time to populate, and especially with all the upheaval overnight yesterday and
Right.
with the
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely takes some time for it to
mhm,
uh add to Google's search algorithm. It has to the domain has to propagate.
mhm,
There is some like archiving that needs to be done. So
mhm,
it does take a little bit of time.
mhm.
Uh, Generally, like I'd say 24 to 48 hours on the lower end. So,
Yeah, yeah, because
but
Chrome, it came right up. Just regular Google? No.
okay,
So
cool.
that was weird, but I'll figure that out. So
Okay,
no, basically
awesome.
that was it. It was just a quick in and out. I just had that question of how to clean that up
Okay.
for the pages.
Oh, perfect. So I guess I read your mind with that question before you
You
even.
did because I was like
Okay,
that paper was like, ah, those last
awesome.
little those last little details that are like, what the heck?
Yeah. And then and even so, I'll do you one further as far as just like quick things that I can think of. Like, so you have your personal page, Facebook and stuff like that. The buttons are a nice touch. Another thing you could do is, um,
The icons. Yeah.
yes. So there
Yeah.
is, you can basically use these buttons instead. Let's do the styles. I don't really like that one. I think there's a different way to
Shape, I think you have to click on it. Oh, you, sorry.
let's see.
Styles.
Yeah, there's a different one because if I
Yeah.
go, let me undo this.
Yeah, I saw it because it's like clear, circular, square.
Yeah, if you go to, like, for example, if you go to the LeadBuddy website, there's just the icons here that are circular. And I'm not sure which element I used there, but that, like, Bonnie, if you wanted to have something a little bit more like the icons, just so
Mhm.
it's
I
adds.
wanted to, but what I could find
Hmm.
was substandard at best. I didn't like the icons that it had in there. So
Yeah,
I'm like, ew. So I'll do it this
right.
way instead.
Yeah, let me find out what I did on my own page. Okay.
But when I went back and when I panicked, it was, I thought it had lost the whole page, the whole thing, everything but it had, I hadn't renamed it. So it was
Right.
still looking, it looked like just career coach. And I had a career coach in there before that was not that. And I was like, I was crying.
Let's see. Okay. So I think there's some CSS that I put in here.
So that's when I went back and I renamed it personal page.
Gotcha. Right.
Yeah, it's not very easy to navigate the block things. It's like
Oh yeah.
trying to get them lined up, and what a pain in the neck.
Yeah, there's a lot of different layers to it. Let's see. Oh wait, it's not letting me. Let me get back to you on this as far as
Okay.
what we can do to give you some more options on the icon side.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just so you can have the logos that make it look a little bit more aesthetic.
Right.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, any other quick questions? I've got
Nope,
you
that
guys for
was
2 more
it. It was
minutes. Cool.
just an easy one today.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks.
Robert, what
Everything
about
going
you?
okay with you?
Yeah, everything's good.
Good.
Been busy. Things are starting to
Nice.
pick up, so it's always good.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, and one other thing, since Robert's got my WordPress site.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I asked you at one point what it would look like to kind of help me reimagine that, um, to redesign it. And
Okay.
we never finished the conversation. And I really want to get it because my coaching has shifted slightly. And so I really want to get that more in line with my new focus.
Okay. Got it.
So,
Yeah, let's definitely line up a call separate to dive into
oh
it a
yeah,
little
this
bit
is
as far as.
definitely a separate, and I want to,
Mhm.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
just want a new website for Brooks Coaching. So,
Okay. Yeah. I'll send you my link to schedule a time we can go through it um and put something together for you. Let's see here. Robert, did you have anything else or cool? Alrighty.
No, I think I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, send along you said you were gonna forward me, or you were gonna put in, you were gonna put something in, a different, automation.
Oh yeah, for calendar reminders. Yeah, I'll send you. I'll add that to your account and then send you the link to it.
Yeah, just let me know so it doesn't get lost in the shuffle. What's the latest as far as, so I'm working with Alex about bringing forward, like a full automation. I'm having him work through the steps right now. Um, you know, I'm not gonna be able to do that. He's definitely not gonna be able to do that. Probably gonna need CAS consulting to do it.
Okay.
Um, so what do you think the best process is? Like, I guess once I'm done with him, walk it through with you first, so we don't kind of get caught up in the same process as last time.
Yeah, I think if you can kind of map it out conceptually what you'd want it to look like, just on paper or like Miro board or whatever
Yep.
visualization you want to use, and then we can talk through that, like ideating and translating that into
Yeah.
LeadBuddy or whatever other tools we want
Yeah.
to use.
I'm trying to push him hard to get a system in place here because he's just, I don't know, it's a time or whatever thing, but starting with, I was showing him yesterday adding tags and how we can take that into automations, how the automation has the message, so that's where I needed the trigger link understanding. So I think I got that. Okay, good.
Cool. All right, sounds good.
Talk to you soon.
Yep. Take care. Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.